Here's AM 990's Business Spotlight with your host, George Bryant.
Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. Tuesday is one of our favorite days of the week because we get to talk about growth with Triumph Bank. And in the studio, our hostess, Tracy Strickland, welcome.
Good morning, George. How are you this Tuesday?
Great. I love your little smile on your face.
Yay.
It's so good.
Even
it's
a foggy morning. They were saying
sunshine
it only has a quarter mile
I know, that's kind of cool.
this
It makes you feel like you're up in the mountains.
I know.
Yeah,
Wish we were.
kinda
That'd
neat.
be great.
But anyway, Tracy is with Triumph Bank, and she's the Senior Vice President of Marketing. Does a great job. And we're doing a series, a chance for you to get to know the personality behind the bank. And it's a great bank, great operation. Just celebrated 11 years yesterday.
11 years
right?
yesterday. I know. It's just so great. I mean, we love being able to come here, like you said, being able to introduce our team and let them talk about why they love working at Triumph and, why banking sometimes. There's a bazillion banks up and down just Poplar alone. And so we do love to be able to talk, a little bit differently.
And you guys are
about
on the
ourselves.
leading edge. That's the thing about it. In banking, I guess you've got to continue to, just like everything else, you got to continue to reinvent yourself.
That's right.
You guys have done a fantastic job leading the way with that. But one thing I am most impressed with is you haven't lost that personal touch.
That's right. Well, it's everything, that
yeah.
customer experience and creating an
Yep.
experience where the customers want to come in. They want to feel valued. They want to know that we know them and understand their goals and needs. And my guest is the perfect person for that because she takes care of all of our customers in Collierville. And she is our new banking center manager. And I want to introduce Whitney Greer to everybody.
Whitney, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. And you've been in this business for a little while now, haven't you?
I have, yes, about 7 years, but about 4.5 years with Triumph.
That's a long ways. And you're out a long time. You're out in Collierville now, right?
Yes.
And you are the banking center manager.
Yes.
Man, that's a big title.
It sure is.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to dig into that and find out all the things that you do.
All right.
And welcome to our studios.
Thank you.
You're listening to AM 990.
Now back to AM 990's Business Spotlight with your host, George Bryant.
Welcome back to our studios. It is Tuesday, and it's going to be a beautiful day today. We've had a lot of rain, I think. So.
We have.
Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Power back and all those things,
Thankfully.
the storms. I think there are still some people without power. Can you believe that?
A handful. I
Those
know. There was
horrible-
a massive effort downtown
horrible-
this weekend
Yep.
for all the volunteers that were putting together food baskets, which
Exactly.
was an awesome thing to see.
Yep. We had some folks in yesterday from the Salvation Army, and they'd been feeding
They do awesome.
out in Fraser, I think over 4,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty incredible. But anyway, let's talk growth with Triumph Bank. And in the studios, Tracy Strickland, and then also her special guest, Whitney Greer. She is the banking center manager for Collierville office. And man, Collierville is a great community. Whitney, talk to me a little bit about what you're up to.
Well, I'm the banking center manager, and basically I can handle small business lending. I do consumer loans. We have some great in-house mortgage products. We've got HELOCs. We can do construction to perm loans, but then we also offer great rates on our CDs and money markets. So we're like one-stop shop.
I know you guys are great about that. And what I really like, I know, in talking, getting to know Triumph Bank, that there is money for the businessman and for the individual that might want to repair their roof,
Exactly right.
anything like that.
Might have a few of those coming
Yes.
up, that's for sure. Well, I love Whitney's story because she came, came right out of school. You were a banking finance major at Ole Miss,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Moved to Virginia because of your husband's job, right? And so then when she came back, she was started in retail, and then when she moved to Triumph, you worked on the commercial banking side for several years. So she really gets to understand what the small business
that's great.
owner is thinking about and the challenges and the issues that come with them every day. But then the opportunity came where she could, become a banking center manager at Collierville, and she jumped on it because she loves that personal touch. In fact, you were just telling me a story. You wanna share?
Sure. Yesterday afternoon, I had a customer come in, and we just had a great conversation, and I just learned a little bit about him. And he left, and I told one of my coworkers, I said, now this is what I really enjoy about working at the bank, just building relationships with the customers. It was lots of fun.
So how did that go? Did you just, did they have a need and you
I was
connected
helping
with
out
them?
an employee. They needed some paperwork signed. So, yeah, they came to our location because that was the most convenient for them.
That's great.
And I think that customer had known the previous manager, and she now works in our Ridgeway office. So I think he was initially looking for Lillian, and then Whitney jumped in and introduced herself and was able to continue that great service and that experience and continue to build that relationship with the customer. So
Yep.
awesome.
Well, I love whenever, I guess if you're dealing with people and whenever you can just reach out and connect, it is so rewarding that way. So it is, but you've got to like people. I know there are some people, that go, hey, man, I just want to do my own thing. No one bother me.
And that's okay, too.
That's okay. That's okay. And then you have people like us that like to connect with other people.
That's right.
And be of service. And I know that it's rewarding, as you go through the banking, your banking career, to have helped so many people. You see them be able to grow their business, buy that new home, or put that new roof on.
Right. It's an exciting thing to see.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, especially in Collierville, and then she's been working in Collierville for most of the time you've been at Triumph, right? So really understanding what those community needs are, and that, and we all know that Collierville is booming.
Oh, yes, for sure.
And growing, and being able to not only work with those small business customers, but be able to see just the individual people that are moving into the town for the first time and getting them acquainted. And
you guys are located, right there on Poplar. I mean,
Right there on Poplar by the Chick-fil-A.
Great location. The Chick-fil-A.
Can't beat that.
That
If you're in
place
line
does
for the
some-
Chick-fil-A, because we know it's long, just come over,
Come
talk
on
to
by.
Whitney, and then she'll take care of you, and then you can slip
I
off.
know. Man, they do some business, don't
They
they?
do.
Yeah, so see, it's good. You can come on by and get some ice cream at Collierville's location. You did that last week.
We
you
did.
said?
We had it on Thursday. It was a great turnout. We had lots of kids come with school being out, so it was great.
Yeah, so Triumph Bank is doing ice cream days, which is really cool.
We are. It's our second time to do that, just to celebrate our anniversary, because it's just a great. I mean, nobody really cares that we're 11 years old. I mean,
But we
it's
do.
something for us. But we just want our customers to know that we love them, and and it's appreciated. I tell you, one of my favorite customers that I've personally known for a couple of decades. She's 92. You would never know it. I mean, this woman walks, circles around me probably. And she came in because I had posted it on Facebook, and she's on Facebook more than I am probably. And she came in and got to visit, and it was just awesome. I mean, it's just all about building relationships and telling people
And
about
that's
what we
what
do.
you guys do such a good job about. And like we were saying earlier, you're on the cutting edge. If you don't want to come into the bank, electronic banking, you guys have all the tools and safety built in.
Oh, without a doubt.
But if you want to come in, it's easy, and you might get a little bit of something extra like ice cream. I know you got good coffee going.
We do, especially in Carville. We just got a new coffee machine.
Yeah, that's
that we're all excited about.
Pretty exciting stuff.
We're talking with Whitney Greer, and she is the banking center manager for over in Collierville, the Collierville office, and Tracy Strickland with Triumph Bank. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that great bank. You're listening to AM 990.
Now back to AM 990's Business Spotlight with your host, George Bryant.
Welcome back to our studios as we turn our spotlight on one of our great business partners, Triumph Bank. Let's talk growth with Tracy Strickland. Welcome back,
Hey,
Tracy.
George. Well, I'm so happy to have Whitney here.
Yeah, you've got a great guest. Whitney
Running our
is full of
Collierville
laughter.
office.
She's got a real pretty smile, too. You hire smiles. I think that's what-
Well, it's all about
Thank you.
Yes. No, but I love having Whitney here to talk about Collierville. I know that she has a couple of particular things. If you're in the neighborhood and want to come by and talk to her, I know we do have something. that I'd
Yeah,
love
we've got
to
a
spotlight.
great CD rates going on right now. I'd love for y'all to come out and see us, and we can hook you up.
Be able to really invest that money, whether it's kind of that short term. It's a 24-month CD special. We won't talk rates because we can't on the radio, but do call Whitney.
Come see me.
What's your office number?
My office direct line is 901-333-8874.
That's right. Say that again.
901-333-8874.
There you go. That's easy. And it is important to take advantage. I'm kind of bad. Sometimes I'll shop rates like that on CDs. I like safe money. You got to have some of that.
Yeah.
But whenever a bank puts out a extra special rate,
It is.
man, I want to
It's a pretty darn good rate,
Yeah.
I have
It
to say.
is.
But you have to talk to Whitney to
Yes.
find out what it is. I can't say it on the radio. But we do want you to come out and see all of our offices. If you're in the neighborhood around Saddle Creek, come by our West Farmington office because, George, if you're out, you can get our ice cream.
Today.
Ice cream day.
I love that
3 to
ice cream.
4:30. It's right
That's
across
hand
from Saddle
dipped,
Creek.
too, isn't it?
It is hand dipped.
It's good, and there's 18
different
toppings.
toppings. My God.
My
just
goodness.
4
gorgeous stuff.
flavors.
It's crazy. And then tomorrow, we're going to be at our banking, our commercial banking and mortgage lending office out in Ridgeway. It's 5904 Ridgeway Center Parkway. So come by and see. That's our brand new building that we opened in November. And then if you're out in Arlington community, we're going to be out in Arlington having ice cream on Thursday.
Love Arlington.
be-
It's a great community too. You guys are where the action is.
Yes.
Right over
well,
here
we
on
love
Poplar
being a
is
community
a great
bank.
place.
We love serving our community. I was getting a spotlight because I have to. Well, I've got Whitney on the microphone. I've got to talk about one thing that I love it when our team members get involved in our community projects.
Right. Yeah.
And one of the main partners that we've got is Binghamton Christian Academy. We talk about it a lot around Walnut Grove and Tillman. And we were able to sponsor their pre-K 4 class, give them all of their books and supplies and everything that class needed. And also act as kind of their room parents for the year, too. So we got to hold their class parties. I'd love for you to just kind of touch on what you know about
Those
that.
kids out there, it just makes your heart so full when you leave. They're so fun and loving. We have a great time. We recently just had a family day in May, and we put on a little class for the parents to talk about savings and their banking needs. And then we played with the kids. We had jump houses. We had
Airbrush
tattoos. We made potted plants for the moms. We just had a really great time. I love those kids.
In fact, one of your customers, the Ground Guys, out
The
in
Ground Guys
Collierville,
donated the
all
flowers.
the soil and the flowers for that.
my
We
gosh.
appreciate them
Yes.
so
That's really
much.
cool.
But you've got one of the little boys. Oh my gosh! All those kids are so cute. But one of them immediately was drawn to Whitney and has a special nickname.
Sweet Cheeks.
Yeah.
That's the name for me.
Yeah.
So he hadn't seen her in a couple of months, and she came to family day, and she came up to him. She goes, "Do you remember me?" And initially, he was like, "I'm not sure." And then she said, and then all of a sudden, the clarity came. He said, "Sweet Cheeks." I got a big hug.
It was really sweet.
That is so cool. They're so it's so inspiring a lot,
It
you
is.
know. And have you gotten a picture drawn for you yet?
Oh, yes, I got it. They give us
They-
pictures. They made
yeah.
me a Christmas ornament.
Yes, they did fall cards for us. They sing songs.
That is
Yes,
awesome.
they sing a
And they'll
song.
say Bible verse. I mean, they perform for us. I almost did everything. But the teachers just pour in such great goodness to them. And our plan is to stay with this class as they grow.
Oh,
and,
really? So you'll
adopt
move up.
them. We'll move up to kindergarten. And,
That's so
stay
cool.
with these kiddos because they're, it's just, I think we could have just stayed with the one grade, but then our, focus is really going deeper and getting to build relationships. And then we
That's
can
a
get to
great
know
idea.
that class is families. It's, gosh, what about 14 or 15
Mm-hmm.
children, boys and girls that are in there. And they're just precious.
They are so sweet.
Triumph Bank, they are the bank for you, and so you need to reach out to them today. And Whitney, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You're great at, I know a great spirit, and so the Bank of Collierville is the
Yes.
Collierville location. What are the other locations? You said Arlington, then there's Germantown.
Germantown across from Saddle Creek. And then right around here is our Poplar headquarters at 5699 Poplar. That's where I am. I'm upstairs. You won't see me normally, but I'll come down and see you. But please come by and see us. Check out our website.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna-
to always get a feel for it. It's triumphbank.com. Another site that we promote that you can click to through our website. Just tell some of our customer stories. We started about a year and a half ago, our My Triumph series. So it's my.triumphbank.com. If you are a small business owner and you're thinking, I just would love somebody to really maybe better understand my bank, my business's needs, check out and listen to some of our actual customers tell their stories and how we've been able to
No,
help them.
that's real. That's so good.
Yeah.
Great bank. Reach out to them. 901-333-8800 is the number to call. Ask for Tracy.
Or call 8870 and ask for Whitney.
Yeah, Whitney Greer is going to be standing by to help you with any of your money needs. So if you need to
right.
borrow some money, put some money, invest in. So give her a call out in Collierville. Well, this is it, man. The time flies.
It
Time
does.
flies when you're having fun.
That's right. You're listening to AM 990. See you back next
Have
week.
a great week, George. Thanks for having us.
Bye now.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.